Ibrahima Konate responds to Liverpool's £185,000 per week offer to block Real Madrid transfer. Attention, Liverpool is ready to offer their incredible player a new contract. The star worth over £100 million is open to a Premier League move, with Arsenal and Liverpool among the alerted clubs. Welcome, Reds fan. Check out the latest news from the world's biggest club. Liverpool defender Ibrahima Konate has reportedly rejected a significant contract renewal offer, according to Spanish media. Team Talk analyzed the situation, suggesting that this decision could mark the end of manager Arne Slot and sporting director Richard Hughes' efforts to prevent the Liverpool star from moving to Real Madrid next summer. Konate's contract with Liverpool expires at the end of the season, and Real Madrid is keen to sign him on a free transfer. Spanish club manager Xabi Alonso wants to strengthen the defense even after signing Dean Huijsen from Bournemouth in the summer of 2025. With David Alaba and Antonio Rudiger's contracts expiring at the end of 2025-26, Konate is seen as the most likely target to reinforce Santiago Bernabeu's defense, according to sources consulted by Team Talk transfer expert Dean Jones. In addition to Konate, Real Madrid is also interested in other young defenders, such as Tottenham Hotspur's Mickey van de Ven and Arsenal's William Saliba. Spanish media speculate that Konate already has a preliminary agreement with Real Madrid to transfer in the summer of 2026 on a 5-year deal. Meanwhile, Liverpool's contract offers have been rejected by the defender. Defensa Central reported that the Reds offered a 5-year deal worth £185,000 per year, equivalent to £185,000 per week. Konate currently earns £70,000 per week at Liverpool. Since joining Liverpool in 2021, the player has made 139 appearances for the club, scoring 5 goals and providing 4 assists. During his time with the Reds, Konate has won the Premier League, the FA Cup, and the EFL Cup twice. If the news about him rejecting the £185,000 per week offer is confirmed, it is clear that Liverpool will struggle to keep Konate, paving the way for a move to Real Madrid. According to Liverpool news site daveockhop.com, on August 16th, the defender requested £200,000 per week to renew his contract. This means Liverpool would need to increase their offer by only £15,000 per week to meet the player's demands. It could be a negotiation tactic by sporting director Richard Hughes, but it is unlikely to convince the club that it is truly doing everything to retain him. For a club of Liverpool's size and resources, paying £200,000 per week to a defender at the peak of his career should not be a problem. However, reluctance to adjust the offer may cost the club a player who has become a key part of Arne Slot's team. If that happens, Liverpool's loss will undoubtedly be Real Madrid's gain. Often, Liverpool's forwards receive the spotlight and praise, but this season, one name has stood out impressively in midfield: Ryan Gravenberch. The young Dutchman has undoubtedly been the team's most influential player, delivering performances that shine even among established stars. Reds captain Virgil van Dijk has stated that Gravenberch is in the best form of his life, acknowledging the quality and consistency of his play. The midfielder's impact has been so significant that Liverpool has already begun discussions to offer him a longer contract despite his current deal running until 2028. The club is determined to protect its talents and prevent other European giants from attempting to sign him in the coming years. This initiative reflects not only the player's value, but also the strategic vision of Arne Slot and the management, who aim to secure the continuity of a key team pillar. Although Liverpool started their title defense solidly, leading the table after 5 matches, the team has not always played convincingly. However, as expected from champions, they find solutions at decisive moments, and Gravenberch has been crucial in this process. His influence extends beyond the current season. Since his arrival, he has shown constant development, making his presence in midfield a competitive advantage. Manager Arne Slot is determined to keep Gravenberch for a long time, and the Reds appear ready to reward him with a new contract. According to journalist Alex Crook from TalkSport, Liverpool is expected to make an offer soon. While there is no extreme urgency, the decision to act demonstrates how much the club values the player and recognizes his central role in the team. Gravenberch turned 23 in May, still young for the level of maturity he demonstrates on the pitch. Since taking on the defensive midfield role, the Dutchman has elevated his game, becoming decisive and transforming Liverpool's midfield dynamics. Once considered a promising but secondary talent, he is now absolutely essential to Arne Slot's strategy, and his youth indicates he can maintain this level of influence for many years. Gravenberch's versatility is also a major asset, as he can play further forward, influencing both creation and offensive transitions, making him a key midfield figure for Liverpool. The renewal offer reflects the club's confidence and indicates he is likely to remain at Anfield, with his promising future aligned with the Reds' ambition to continue winning titles. TBR Football has reported that both Arsenal and Liverpool have been informed about Vinicius Jr.'s uncertain future at Real Madrid. Since joining the club in 2018, Vinicius Jr. has played 328 matches and won 2 Champions League titles, but his future at the Santiago Bernabeu is now in doubt. Chelsea and Manchester City, longtime admirers of the player, expressed interest earlier in the summer, inquiring about the Brazilian situation. At that time, before the Club World Cup, a new contract was close to being finalized. Real Madrid was prepared to offer a long-term deal that would raise Vinicius Jr.'s salary to 20 million euros per year. However, the player's representatives requested the inclusion of bonuses, which could have increased the total value to around 30 million euros annually, close to Kylian Mbappe's salary. The Spanish club, however, opposed these demands and insists it will not meet them. TBR's chief football correspondent, Graham Bailey, revealed that Real made it clear to Vinicius that if a new deal is not signed by next summer, when he will have only 1 year left on his contract, he will be put up for sale. Additionally, sources close to the player confirmed there are concerns about his role under Xabi Alonso. So far, Vinicius has started 4 of the team's 6 games, but has yet to surpass 80 minutes in any match, which may have caused some frustration. This combination of contract negotiations and limited playing time suggests that Vinicius's long-term future at the Santiago Bernabeu is far from certain. Meanwhile, the Saudi Pro League has expressed interest in signing him, but sources confirm that Vinicius prefers not to make such a move at this stage of his career. Chelsea and Manchester City have also been informed that the Brazilian might consider a transfer to the Premier League if the opportunity arises. Arsenal and Liverpool, as well as Paris Saint-Germain and Bayern Munich, have also been kept updated on the situation. While the communication did not come directly from these clubs, as is common with world-class talent, they want to stay informed about any developments. Graham Bailey added that there are real concerns regarding Vinicius' future. Florentino Perez loves Vinicius Jr., but there are worries within the club about whether he will sign this new contract. It is hard to imagine Vinicius leaving Madrid, but sources insist that this possibility exists. The coming months will be intriguing, but the key point is that Real Madrid will not allow him to reach the final 12 months of his contract without considering a possible sale or free transfer. Thank you very much for watching until here. See you next time!